Okay, we live, or at least we will be in a minute. Alright, there we go. So I gotta go to get the live chat up, blah 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 blah. Meh, whatever. Alright. Oh boy. I'm really excited because we've made a lot of progress. The design team has done a really good job. So now it's my turn to get things done again. And I have a lot on my plate. Or at least, we're getting very close to release. Like, super close. Like, I looked at the to-do list, and it's like, I can't even stress how close we are on this. So, the final piece of the puzzle is progression systems. And that's something that we haven't really gotten in the game yet, but I feel like there's, like, 2 things that I'm going to try and add related to progression. And I think those are going to be loadouts and probably, yeah, so loadouts is number 1, which is just items that you start with. Extra items that you start with. Number 2 is going to be like buffing your stats for the next run as like a thing of meta progression. And then in the actual game itself, I think there will be like stat upgrades as you go further and further. Oh crap. Hold on. Yep, see I have this up. So that's like cool. Let me disable that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I was messing around with like voice AI stuff on Discord, and I had a lot of fun with that. I played some games the last 2 nights where I just was I was using the Obama voice changer. It's pretty funny. So yeah, that's fun, but yeah, not like I don't want that on for my stream, so I'm just gonna like get it out of here. Alright, so let me just go ahead and share this to the Discord, and then we're going to get started with listing out all the progression systems and stuff. Okay. I think I might have to get like a Discord bot that allows you to self-assign roles and stuff, but a Me6 is kind of dumb. And also breaking TLS, so I'm not really sure if I want to make my own bot or some shit. Probably not, because I would have to like run an AWS instance or some shit, which would suck. And I can't get a static IP, so that would also suck. And I have a second computer, but I use that for work, so. Yeah, I don't really know about that. I think I'll figure out, like, stream and announcement stuff later. Doesn't matter that much right now. Anyways, so I'm not really sure exactly how I want to do the progression, because the problem that we have right now is the content of the game is incredibly limited, which is obviously going to change in the future here, and it might even change really soon, right? Because the designers and artists can add sound effects and stuff, and I don't have to do as much code, right? Like I can do my own stuff and like fix bugs and like do all these other things, but if an item is just more stats and does the same thing, then they can add it and it not negatively affect the amount of time that it's taking for me to get stuff done, right? So that's good. That means that we're going to get content updates pretty frequently, but from the perspective of right now, where we're at with the game, and we're trying to release it soon as possible, what is the next step that we need to take? It's progression systems. So you can either have progression between areas, right? And that's definitely something we're going to do. But you can't do that if there's not multiple areas. So one thing we need to do to make the game like more incentivized, because if you right now you just go from one area to the next, there's zero change, and that just doesn't work, right? Like that's just not okay. Because I mean, there's no progression. Like you go into the game, the next area is just as hard as the first one, and you can just keep going as long as you can defeat the enemies. You know, in the first area, you can defeat them in all the other areas as long as you're on your game the whole time, right? Because you could go for like 10, 20 hours probably and just keep racking up points, which is obviously not very fun. So, and it also is like, it drags on. There's no like purpose. There isn't really any like, there's no progression right now. So the first step in getting progression added is we have to make the enemies harder each new area, because if we don't, then you're obviously just going to keep being able to win, right? Which makes it boring. So if they get harder, then that's helpful. But then it comes up to the next problem of, well, your next run is going to be basically the same as the last one. And that what would help is like trinkets and other stuff, right? And the randomization helps with, you know, each run being different, right? But it isn't super different, and we need to really work on the enemy placement and loot placement and other stuff, and add more rooms, and you know, that's how we would really kick up the variety. But even if I'm playing a game like Binding of Isaac, the positions of everything being different is usually just enough. Because there isn't a lot of variety in what's going on with Isaac room to room, because you know, each individual room will be like basically the same thing. It's just a bunch of them and they're shuffled around. So I don't think it's a huge deal in that area, but I think that you know, with Isaac you get like trinkets that, you know, give you different effects and you can combine them in different ways. We are planning on adding trinkets, we just don't have them right now. And then there's armor as well, which would do the same thing. So yeah, we can't do those right now. Well, we could, but it would require a lot more programming. So ideally, we'd want to avoid something like that. So the two things we've settled on so far. Let's get all these notes down. Let's go get harder as you go further. And I've tried, and that could either be, okay. So enemies get harder even if you stay in the same area of the game. So we add a high score because, I don't know, high score is 1, it's really easy to add. 2, we can reward you more when you get further into the game. So if you're really far into the game, then you obviously get, you know, more points. I think those two things alone would make the game significantly better. But I'm trying to think of ways that we can kick up the variety even more without doing a bunch more stuff. Let me think. So, trinkets, armor, stat boosts, and so trinkets, armor, stat boosts, loadouts, characters, characters would just be like, you know, we have Dio right now, but we plan on having like a character selector, right? I think loadouts would be pretty good. What else? Those are like the main like 5 things that we have like figured out right now for meta progression, and I think the score of that you get at the end of the game gives you like meta progression points and shit, and then you buy stuff with that currency that you get from getting a high score or whatever. We could put microtransactions in the game for that, which is like, yeah, microtransactions, but like you have to be honest, from my perspective, I'm broke as hell. Like I need to do, I might just straight up add microtransactions for that. Probably not right now, but like later. Because I think that would make sense. I don't know. Like I get that people don't want to do that. And I'm not going to make things, like, ridiculously expensive. Instead, we're going to make a lot of characters. We'll just, I don't know. It'll be, like, a grind, but not, like, a 40-hour grind for one character. Like, maybe 2-3 hours for one character kind of deal. Do I have an issue for a dash attack? Because I know that's something else I need to add. Nope, apparently not. So let me do this. Okay, so dash dash is a good one. Mini map. What were some of the other ones? Enemies aim for players' feet. That's actually super important. I need to get that done today. I just want to have this like strategy meeting, because like there's a lot of different options for what we can do here, and I need to get them all figured out and like figure out which ones we're gonna do right now and which ones we're not gonna do right now. Dash minimap. I think that's it. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's genuinely, like, right now, that's most of what we can do. Ways. Now let's go into ways enemies can get harder. Faster. More health. I don't know why I'm capping. Okay. More health. So they move faster, more health. Do more damage. Those are like the main ways that you can do it. Smaller cooldowns. So if they have like a cooldown for okay. Attack, speed. Those are like the main ways that we can do it. You can't really make them, I can't really make them any smarter than they are. They're pretty smart already. Move faster, more health, more damage, attack speed. And the stat system covers all of this stuff already. I mean, I have to add a new stat for damage, but that's about it for getting that working. So this is all the stuff, right? This is all of the stuff that I can see that where there's holes for this, right? So let's think here. What's our like first step? I think our first step is like there's some very important bugs that we need to get done, But this is like the checklist. This is what the next few streams are going to be focused on, for sure. That's going to be the deal. Yo, this seems pretty cool. What if there was a prestige system where after a run you could start your next run with items with something? Yeah, that was the loadouts idea. So you have loadouts, characters, stat boosts. Though these three things are meta progression, and then these are just progression, which is just stuff that happens in a run that gets you, more powerful. I'm not sure if we're going to do permanent stat boosts in the game or not, but we'll see. I bet he chatted that and then, left or whatever. I don't even know, bruh. But whatever. Other player UX stuff, enemies get way harder. Okay, that's going to be it for my, strategy meeting. So now I've got to get this figured out. I've got to get some bugs fixed. It's bug time. So the main bug that is an issue right now is that enemies aim for the player's feet. We need to I don't know. We need to have a distinction between movement target and a aim target for projectiles and shit. So I need to figure out how to do that. Which it shouldn't be that hard. So let's go to the player first, and there we go. So let's go to the player first. Gizmos, I would like gizmos, yes, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need a let's see here. Projectile target. So then we need to move this up to be right here. Shit, why did it do that? That's weird. Anyways. Yeah, so enemies should try to aim here if they want to hit the player, basically. Well, maybe a little bit more. I actually didn't move this that much from there. Maybe this is fun. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the deal is here. One second. Sorry. One of the dogs in this house just unjustifiably hates me. There's actually no reason for them to hate me. But they literally will not stop, barking. They'll get super mad. They know that I'm here, and they'll just get mad. So I just had to shut them in my roommate's room. I'm not fucking dealing with this shit. 24/7. It's fucking horrible. This makes me so angry. Okay. Anyways. Let's get back to what I was doing. So, yeah, enemies aiming for the player's feet is easy to fix, and it's this is just something that needs to be done for real. So let's go to the player again. Not exactly sure how I'm going to get this to work, but we'll see. Hmm. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, there we go. That's all that I need. And then we got the... Not aim. Jesus. Now what? There we go. That should literally be it, other than me just dragging this in the inspector. So then we go to play, or test area, because it's probably better to test this in the test area. Then we go to the player, and then we just disable. Actually, we can just delete all this stuff and then just enable these guys. Actually, we don't even need to enable all these guys. We can just only enable these two guys, and we'll copy them a few times. Okay. Yeah, it looks like this is the sound effects branch, and I don't want to do this on the sound effects branch because clearly things are still getting worked out. Yes, that was the wasp sound. We still need to work on it, obviously. Okay. All these, yeah, there we go, great. Let me look at, I need to organize some of the branches real quick. Yeah, I don't like that there are 4 branches. We need to get that one removed. Enemy changes updated 5. What? Did he add more stuff to this branch? 9 commits behind. Health potion. What'd you do in this commit? Now that I've locked him in the room and he's clearly crying for help, I'm going to open it and see if he likes me, and he's going to get Stockholm Syndrome, and he's finally going to stop barking at me. Alright. Dumb idiot moment. Hopefully there isn't, yeah, there isn't anything to compare. Okay, then I guess I can just delete it. There we go. There we go, SFX, that should be the only branch. Then, let's delete that. Delete. There we go, SFX, cancel, new branch. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to do that because of this. Okay, so now that I have all those branches figured out, and I'm on main now I can actually like test this without getting all the sound effects. Okay, are you guys like aiming at my center now? I think you guys are, but I think I should disable more of the enemies to make sure that this is actually working like I expect it to. Because I don't actually know if it is. I don't know. Clearly this guy is still aiming at my feet. See, I don't think, yeah. Is that 0, 0? Yeah, that's 0, 0. Okay, so then this needs to be like aim target. So this needs to be like blah, blah, blah. And then I would need to move this up to here. And then I go in here. And I go in here, blah, blah, blah. There we go, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now it should work. Hopefully they should just aim at me now. Let's make it a little higher. I think that's better. Yeah, that looks right to me. Okay. So let's discard all those changes. That's good. That's good. That's good. And that's good. Okay. Fix, enemy, what was it? It was aim accuracy or something. There we go. Cool, so that's one thing done already. That was super easy. That was the easiest one, but it was also like the most important one to actually get done. Now what? Archers sometimes shoot backwards. Wasps are flying backwards and moving left. UI overlaps. Kier when generating rooms. That actually is kind of important, but I'll get back to it later. You can turn items into other items and you have a full inventory. That's not that bad. I know the enemies need to like... Yeah, the wasps are flying backwards and moving left. Yeah, that one is annoying. So I have an idea for, and I remember if you were watching the update video, you also would know that I don't remember what it was. I think it was a bandit, and they would just like, I don't know, be super like jittery. So I think the way that we're gonna fix that is by having a basically just normalizing between multiple frames, so that way the direction that they're animating in, you know, if it's going back and forth like this, then it will just normalize out to being 0. So that way they're just not moving. But if they're going like this direction, this direction, this direction, this direction, then it will adjust it slightly. So that way it's always like, you know, so that way they're not going back and forth every frame, but it still is in the direction that they're moving. So that they face the correct direction. So the way that we would do this, so we either need to do this in the standard enemy, which I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, see, currently the way that I'm doing it is having like a moonwalk threshold where I just set the animation direction to 0 if you're if it's, you know, within a certain size. But I really don't like that. Like, I really don't like that. It just doesn't work, and it caused that bug. So the way that we're gonna do it instead is using direction.normalized here, right? And we're gonna go, okay, go to update animator. That's gonna be for each individual thing. So let's go to the walk idle animator, blah 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 blah. So let's go to the walk idle animator. So yeah, we have all this stuff. What I'm thinking is, so this gets called every frame. So we need to have like some sort of normalization tool. Animator direction normalizer. So we need to have, and this isn't going to be a mono behavior. We need this to be just a standard class. We are going to be using Unity Engine though. So the way that we're going to do this is we're just going to have a public function, void normalize. So what we need to do is update it with the direction. And then we need to have a using Unity, or not, system.collections.generic, which is going to have a list, because we need a list of vector2 previous directions. So those are the directions over the last few whatever frames. Uint frame buffer size. We don't even need, we actually could just do this. So that's an array. We don't even need a list, because we can just set all of the stuff to 0, and then we can average it over that number of frames and normalize it, so it should be fine. So let me do public. So we make a constructor for this class, and then we do a uint size frame buffer size, or rather memory. And then we do memory equals memory. Previous directions is equal to a new vector2 memory size. Actually, we don't even need to store this. We can just have that be the size of the previous directions. And then we just do that. The only problem with this is that this needs to be updated, like, well, even if, because if the FPS changes, then it's gonna significantly change how this works, which I'm not a fan of. Float frame delta. So we're just going to take in the frame delta, and it should be fine. Direction, maybe we'll just do unnormalized. What was it? It was what was the way, what is that called? Temporal normalize. So we have the frame delta, and my music has gone off, and I just realized that. That's not what I want. There we go. So I'll just loop that. Okay. So now that we have this figured out, what we need to do is to actually get this to work, we need to have the direction times the frame delta var a. So that's going to be scaled. So each incoming direction needs to be scaled by the frame that it's on, because the time between frames changes. So we need to scale that by this. Then we need to do previous directions. It needs to like shift over. What's like the best way of doing that? C# Q. Yeah. That's weird. Okay, so you can get the count, you can put stuff into it. Deck, on queue, clear, clone, contains, peak, cast. I'm not a big fan of this, actually. Maybe we should just do a list. Well, we're just going to have to figure out what data type this works best with. Actually, wait. List button, linked list, sorted list. No, I just want a list. Because, yeah. I don't care about a linked list. Cannot convert that to system.collection. Well, what do you mean? Okay, whatever. We're just not going to... Why can't I do that? Maybe if I do an int? Yeah, what the... Okay, so I need to do a uint, then cast it to an int, even though the type in here should be a uint. Okay, that's super cool. Anyways, so what we want to do is we want to set... we want to... previous directions dot... find all C# remove the last list. Oh, it's just previous directions dot remove that. Okay, so it's previous directions 0, or no, dot add direction. So that's at the end of the list, and then previous directions dot remove 0. Remove at. Right? There we go. So yeah, there we go. So now we've added the element, and then we removed the first one. So we're adding one to the end, removing the first one, so it's shifting over and over. So that should be good. And we also want to add the scaled direction. Actually, you know what we can do? We can just do this. And then what we do is we do and then we need to use collections.linkQ. No. System.linkQ. Now, we can do previous directions dot sum. So we sum up everything in here. And then what? List does not contain a definition for sum. I enumerable vector 2, sum vector 2, system func selector. You gotta be kidding me. That's really dumb. Dot sum. Okay, what's the selector then? Vector 2 decimal. No, that's not what I want at all. Okay, fine. I have to for each over it. Item. Even though you would assume there would be some sort of interface for checking if something can be added to another thing. That's just not a thing in C# apparently. Because why would it be? now what? Now that we have everything summed, we need to normalize it and then return it. There we go. So now that we have this utility class, what does this allow us to do? This allows us to take all the directions over multiple frames, sum them together, and then make make it 1 unit long. So that's going to allow us to hopefully have smoother animations. I don't actually know if it's going to let us have smoother animations, but this is the way we would do it, most likely. So what we need to do to actually get this to work, frame delta. So now we need to create one of these. Actually, you know what we can do? We can do a system.serializable, so that way we can actually serialize this in the inspector. Actually, I'll do that. Fine. I'll do this. I'm not a big fan of doing this, but I'll do it that way. Fine. Now what? Well, ideally, what we would do here is instead of just having it be a one-liner, we actually need to have multiple lines of code now. So, normalizer dot temporal normalize dir frame delta var dir equals that. Actually, no, we don't even redeclare it. We just do that, and then that's it. I think that's all we have to do to get it to work. So that's just the walk idle animator. But the fact that we, abstracted this out into a different class means that we can get it to be a little bit better. Okay, so let's do it over like 10 frames. Slime. Let's do it over, maybe not 10 frames. Maybe, I think 10 is fine. So where's the animator? I think this is just a walk idle animator, right? Yeah, so it is. So it's not actually showing up. I bet that's because there's a compile error. Let's clear that. Okay, where does that thing go? Okay, great. Update animator. Standard enemy, walk idle enemy. Okay, so it's override void update animator. Go to definition. Okay, wait. Go to definition, update animator. Let's do this as abstract because it doesn't have an implementation block. Float frame delta. Then what? Oh, so this isn't abstract. Shit, okay. My bad. Never mind, I guess I can't do that. That sucks. Agent.direction. dir.normalized. Let's do not dir.normalized. And then that. Oh, wait, yeah, because it's a calculation thing. Go to definition. To get direction. And then we need to do that as a method, because if it isn't that, then it's going to be like really confusing, because like, oh, it's, or let's do calculate. standard enemy. Because it's not, this is not like a trivial operation to do. Yeah, it's quite expensive. Well, not very expensive, but it's not negligibly expensive. Yeah, so that's probably good. Move, rigid body, get stat, add force, blah 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 blah. I might move that out into a separate script later. Okay, so I think that's about it. Calculate direction. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do here. Well, no, there is. So you have the frame delta, and then what? Frame delta, walk out animator, blah 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 blah. It was right here, right? Yeah. And then what do we need to do now? Walk idle enemy. We need the attack enemy, and we need to do. Go definition. This is what we call property drilling, boys. We now need to get do the same thing here. Attack animator, and then we need to do this same thing here. There we go. Great. So that's good. This is cool. We're good now. We got it figured out. We're not going to start yet. We need to run around. Okay, we need to actually like enable some stuff real quick. Wait, is there an error? No? Okay, I think that was just a GC error, which is something that happens in this version of the engine all the fucking time. Let's just enable one enemy right now, because we need to just see that this one works. Okay, clearly it's not working. So what is the problem? It gets added to the end of the list. So then what are we doing here? Okay. That's not good. I messed this up. I made a small mistake, but it's not a huge deal. So what we do here is we just do an if. This is equal to 0. And we do a new blah 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 memory. This should do it. There is a small runtime cost there, but it's not like a huge deal. Wasp. So we gotta go to the Wasp and do that thing to the animator now. Now that we don't have compile errors anymore, we should see the thing for this. Normalizer, memory, 10. So let's go with 10 as the memory and then we should be good. Still not good. How are we not getting an error if, like, I don't understand. How are we getting an error here? Super weird. Super weird. Super weird. So we clearly have this. I don't know. I'm not really sure why this isn't working at this point. 0.0, really? Oh yeah, because it's like 1,000th of a second or whatever. So maybe we just multiply it by 1,000. I think that's fun. How is it still 0.0 if we're multiplying it by 1,000? Oh wait, no, it's because I'm not doing that in the debug statement. That's why. There we go. Now it's like working. Yeah, you can definitely tell that it's working. So then the real question is, why are they not rotating then if it's working? So man, Sum dot normalized. Really, huh? Really? Is this how we're gonna play this game? Let's log how big previous directions is. 0. With the collection is 0 length long. Well, I refuse to believe that. Here, it says that it should be 10 long, right? Yeah, memory is 10, so it should theoretically have that much memory. So why does it not have that much memory is the real question. Uint memory equals memory, serialized field memory. If previous directions is null, then we do that. Okay, so then let's do some debugging. See if this works. I would be super grateful if this would work. 10 10. Yeah, so then gotta be kidding me. Like what is going on here? This is not it. This is not it. 0, oh. Okay, apparently. Have to do that? Freaking what? Who on God's green earth thought that it would work that way? So I have to create an empty array and then it will work. That's super cool. I totally expected that and agree with that. That's totally exactly what I wanted. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, now it does this and it works, right? Like it rotates toward me still. Yeah, whatever. Great. But the real question is it like jittery and whatever? Is it jittery? I mean, it's a lot less jittery than it was before. I'll say that much. I mean, look at it. It takes a few frames for it to like actually like do its thing. I think we're gonna increase its memory to like 25. Because, like, what? I play the game, what's the frame rate looking like right now? 500 FPS? Let's crank it then. Let's crank the memory up to, like, 25. I'm not happy that it's frame dependent, but I'm also like, well, whatever. The only problem is if it's, like, an incredibly low frame rate, it's gonna really hurt. So I'm not entirely sure if it's a good idea to do that. I think 10 frames is fine. What if I, like, limit the game's FPS to 60? I would have to do that in, like, the settings or whatever, so I have to pause the game, but it should be fun. So, settings, 60, apply, back, and then what? Even at 60 FPS, it can be a little too much. So let's just crank it then. Who cares? I don't need them to be responsive, I need them to look good. I don't need the animations to be like super responsive. Let's do like 30. Let's do like 3 times as much. They still jitter a little bit, but I'm not totally sure if that's something I can even avoid at this point. I don't think there's really any way to predict how that would go. So I think it is just a matter of we need to just be like, whatever, this is the best solution we have for right now. But I definitely think it's better than it was. Let's try to add it to all the other enemies, especially the bandit, because that one is like, the bandit is like really bad for this kind of stuff. So let's do like 30 for all of these guys. Let's just go, let's add a bunch of bandits and let's add a few like rocks or stumps or whatever, and you guys are gonna see what I mean for definite. And let's just delete that barrel, and then let's just get like a bunch of trees. No, those are the only trees without collision. There we go. Great. Now we're gonna try this out. Now let's see how this works. So that's better. Oh no, they still jitter. They still jitter. We only really need one bandit for this, otherwise my logs are going to get filled up. Because I'm like 90% sure that this is the right way to do this. So I would hope that, you know, Trying to just get the visualizations right so I can like actually understand what the problem is here. I don't need the stats anymore. So that was like way too small to actually tell what's going on. Let's do like 10,000. Gosh, I mean, really, like, thought this was going to be a lot easier than it actually is. I need, like, a wall. There we go, that's going to be our wall. What if I just for the sake of argument, what if I did like 1,000 frames? Or like, yeah, 10,000 frames. What if I did that, huh? What then? What then? Oh, oh boy. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I forgot how horrible the performance is for this game engine. Yeah, you can't normalize 10,000 vectors every frame. I'm sorry. That's not possible. We don't allow that without the job system. I forgot that's not allowed. Yeah, look at that. Now it's really kicking in, but it has to be like a division of the current frame rate, almost. Yeah, look at that. Look at how crazy that is. That's insane. Okay, so what we need to do is debug.log application.target frame rate, and then I think we're gonna dynamically like shift the list up in size by how big by what your frame rate is. So just like dynamically allocate the array. Oh, it's because I'm logging the whole collection. That's why. It wasn't adding 10,000 vectors. It was logging 10,000 vectors, which no, I can understand how doing that every frame would make it crawl to a halt. Unity get frame rate. Oh, it's just 1 over that. Okay, so let's check this out. So memory is that, blah, 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 whatever. So frame delta. So what we need to do is var FPS equals frame delta, 1 over frame delta. So that's our average FPS, right? So we need to try and keep the list somewhat equal to what that is. Previous frame rates. So that if there's like a sudden dip, it doesn't just dump half of the collection. Because that would be horrible. So let's do the past like 100 frame rates. So if previous frame rate here, I need to move this back over to here. So previous frame rates is equal to null. We need to do frame rates is new list of float 100, and then we need to do previous frame rates dot add, and then dot remove at 0 frame rates, and then we do what, FPS, and then we're gonna do this. Then what? Now we do normalized FPS. System.linQ. Previous frame rates.sum. Okay, we summed it up. Now what? Var average FPS, which is going to be previous frame rates dot count, or it's going to be this over the count, not the other way around. So then there we go. Now we do average FPS, which is just going to be we're going to need to round this, so we need to use mathf.round to int. There we go. Now we should be good. Hopefully this actually works, because that would be awesome. Actually, no, that's not the whole story, because we actually need to go ahead and also do this whole thing where we have all of that averaged and whatever. That doesn't matter. What we actually need to do now is we need to dynamically remove or allocate more things. If let's just start with 100, and then if len or previous frame rates dot count is less than average FPS, or rather it's greater than average FPS, there we go. I think that should do it. Then we're good. And then let's do float delay coefficient, which is just going to be 0.2f or some shit, so it's like a fifth. It's like 5 times faster than that. Times the delay coefficient. MZ delay coefficient, and then we're good. See, I knew this would work. It just required a little more, like, effort and precision thinking, which is something that I'm good at. No, it needs to be even faster. Not that. It needs to be like 0.05f. So 4 times faster than that should be the amount we're looking for. Oh wait, no, it's actually making it slower, I think, or some shit. Let's debug.log the average FPS. I'm not going to mess with the delay coefficient right now because clearly something is not quite right. Because I changed it a lot and it didn't do anything, so I'm like, what's that about? Not super sure. Nan? Average FPS is nan? That's not right. Okay, so... Oh. Someone's being stinky. Someone's being stinky. We're getting a nan value. Someone's being stinky. Agent, player, object. Yeah, this is execute always, you dumbass. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's getting the FPS pretty accurately. Nan is like I don't know why that's happening. I'm gonna be real. I don't really understand. Previous frame rates dot sum over this. What? I bet the sum is bigger than 0. So like over this dot count. Previous frame rates. The len of previous frame rates should always be like 100. So neither of those should be 0. Wait, wouldn't it just give like a 0 division error or something? Or does it just go default to nan or some shit? They're both 0? What? Okay, so previous frame rates dot add FPS. So we're adding the FPS to the buffer, and then we're removing it at 0. We're doing that for previous frame rates. Use new list float. We have a list of 100. We have a count. Actually, we have a count of 0. So, oh yeah, because I need to make a new float array of 100. Gosh, I hate that. That is the worst shit ever. The worst. Also, this is a very complicated script now that we've done this. This is a very complicated script. But it should actually, like, properly work now. Now it's based directly off of the FPS. The averaged FPS. I think you might want to do something less than 100, like maybe 25, so it's a little more performant. And then we want to do, but yeah, I mean, look at this. This is just, look at how stupid this is. I mean, gosh, like, I can't even imagine. Like, this shit is dumb. Like, look at how stupidly complex this is. Okay, previous directions. Cool. So now we need to do, I think we need to do that coefficient again. no, that's not working. Come on. You're not gonna tell me that this isn't working again, are you? Ow, 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 ow. Okay, yeah, no. So it needs to be like there. Something like that. Maybe a little less than that. Maybe like 0.02. Maybe just 0.1f, and then we're fine. Or yeah, something like that. I'm not sure. It's a little too slow, so we need to do like half that, twice as fast, and then we should be fine. It's difficult to kind of get it where you want it. Nah, twice as fast as that. Easy. Okay, let's try the wall. Oh, I didn't go to the right part of the wall. Okay, now let's turn off the gizmos. Let's keep the gizmos on in here, but then let's just like enable the rest of the bandits now that we have a better idea of what's going on here. I know this is like a visual thing and it's not like strictly necessary, but it's like it makes a big impact of your perception of the game, I think. Yeah, this looks a million times better. Damn, yeah, that did do the trick, didn't it? So now we just have to serialize everything and then we're done. That's such an, like, it's not elegant. It's definitely not elegant, but it's cool. It's cool. So let's just get that delay coefficient put out into all the enemies now, and we'll just copy that constant out to all of them. Then what? Let's do this is very goofy, but yeah. So then we need to do bandit, goblin, and then this is really cool. This is really cool. This is a cool thing that I got working tonight. I knew that it was going to be a little bit difficult. I knew that it wasn't going to take like 0 seconds and be like that first thing that we fixed, but I knew that it was going to be worth it, because like, I mean, it just makes it like so much better. Where's the animator? Isn't there like a wait. Walk idle. There we go. Knew it. Walk idle animator. Oh yeah, no. That's fine. That's normal. That's a normal thing. And we need to do where is it? Gosh darn it. I keep trying to find the one property that I need, and I'm like, what's going on here? You know, where's the sussy property that I'm trying to find? Animation Unity Event Handler. No, I don't want that. I don't want a Unity Animation Event Handler. I want to attack anim. Where's the attack anim? Yeah, why is it here? It should not be here. Yeah, this should be on this component. The fuck? Just throw this on here, and then what? Was the attack animator good? Are we good? Yeah, nice. Alright, cool. Now we should have everything figured out. Good. Epic. So the bandit has been tested. Let's test the wolf next. And then we can merge. We can test all the enemies at once, and then we can merge this. Oh my god, dude, having a like horde of them come at you. Oh my god. Dude, that is crazy. Look at them. Look at them get around that. Oh my gosh, dude, these guys are bugging. These guys are straight bugging. Oh my gosh. Dude, no, this isn't okay. This is not okay. This is not okay. This is not okay. Ah! This is not okay. This is not okay. Dude, these enemies are so friggin' scary, man. No, stop. Oh my gosh. Also, check this out. Check this out. Oh, wait. What the... Oh, did I... Oh, yeah, I did that. Yeah. Check that out. I got a zooming working over the weekend. I bet you didn't know that. So let me actually, like, try that out with this. Yeah, look at that. That makes the game, like, so much better in terms of just, like just ease of viewing. Also, holy crap, that is difficult. It's difficult to approach them, because as soon as you start walking towards them, they notice you, and then they do that, and then you just have no time to react. It's stupid. Let me actually, like, try running towards them. Or not running towards them, but like approaching from a distance, because that's what I was doing before and it wasn't working very well. Because you have to be like kind of running away or applying a bunch of knockback to them so that they don't get you. So he's gonna run at me, right? You're gonna run at me, right? Okay, cool. You're running at me, whatever. Now I go back towards you and I do that. Well, yeah, whatever. I guess you just have to like know where they. You just have to be conscious of like where they are. Otherwise, you're going to have issues, obviously. So, it's time to push this, I think. Well, no, I have to go to the rest of the enemies and do this first. So, let's do goblins next. This makes me, like, very excited because I'm like, wow, this really does, like, fix that problem. Just the perfect AI. The perfect AI for this game. The perfect AI. The perfect AI. The perfect AI. The perfect AI. Just, this is it right here, boys. Ladies and gentlemen. This is the perfect AI. This is it. This is the perfect animation control for the AI. The perfect everything for the AI. I mean, it's just like, there's no jittering. The jittering is fixed. Jittering, epic jittering fix. I mean, just god damn, like, oh my god. This makes me, like, so happy. Yeah, just awesome. Just great. Absolutely awesome. So, now that we have done that, we need to do the slime. I'm just doing this to make sure that nothing is, like, broken, because if this somehow, like, made it worse, then that would just suck. That would not be fun. Oh, no. This is not working. This one, the green slime is a little bit sussy. Peter, the green slime is a little bit sussy. Green slime is a little bit sussy. Green slime agent, green slime display animator. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Something is up here. Because we need to... Like, why is it not turning? Like, it should be turning. It should be turning to face me like all of the other enemies are, right? Like, am I going crazy? Am I like... Yeah, these guys are bugging. They're not working correctly. Okay, so... These guys are bugging out. I mean, like, gosh. Okay, so... Potential solution: debug the input directions. Wait, no, this is the only walk enemy, so there must be something up with that. Okay. Yeah, so it's gotta be something with this. Walk idle enemy, frame delta dir doesn't equal last direction, blah 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 blah, last direction equals dir. Wait, what is with this? If dir doesn't equal... Wait, what is the last direction for? That doesn't matter at all. Right? Like, I'm not stupid, right? I don't need that. Walk idle animator. Temporal normalize, dir, blah 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 blah. Attack animator. Yeah, I need to get rid of this. Oh, I made a mistake. So, big oopsie is that I'm not doing this dot normalized. Well, no, that isn't an oopsie. That is actually intended. The walk idle enemy, however, we do need to... Wait a minute. I don't even have the, No, because I have the animator. If I go here, then... Temporal normalize, go to here, go to definition. This needs to be dot normalize. Then it should be fixed. Now that I'm done debugging, I can actually like normalize the output, thank God. But yeah, I need to remove that. This needs to get removed. Dir last dir equals dir blah 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 dir dot normalize. You don't need to normalize it here. Great. That all the debugging stuff is gone. Standard enemy, walk idle enemy, walk idle animator, now that it's normalizing here, it should be fine. We can actually throw this in here and then make it a one-liner again because I'm a god. I'm a god at programming. You know you're a god at programming when you make one-liners like these. No, it doesn't help with readability that much, but I think it's cool, so I'm gonna do it anyways. There we go. Problem solved. I'm glad that I checked every enemy before pushing this, otherwise I would have gotten a bug report. This is why you self-review before you publish stuff to the commands and whatever, blah blah blah. I couldn't actually see these guys that well. Ah! No! These guys are goofy. Dude, it works great. It works great. I'm glad that I checked that, though. Because that was almost a problem. Anyways, so now we've got the slime. The wasp. Ooh, the wasp. So let's check the wasp. Check the wasp for goofiness. Oh, that one's still... It was still facing backwards, but that's because it wanted to move this way, but couldn't. It's a lot more accurate. I'm not seeing as much, like, wrongful direction movement stuff. It seems pretty accurate to me. So now that that is the case, we shall well, we need to do the one last. Yeah, well, we did the wolf already, actually. So let's just check all of our stuff. So let's just discard the changes there. Wolf, wasp, green slime, walk idle enemy, yeah. Walk idle animator, yeah. Standard enemy. Wow, we removed a lot of stuff from here. That's cool. But we also added a lot of stuff, so. Attack animator, yeah, this is all fine. Actually, I need to go to the attack animator and do a one-liner. Woo! Where's the attack enemy? Attack animator, update animations, go to definition. Normalizer, temporal normalize. We need to just throw this in here, and then we can just make a one-liner because I'm epic and you're not. Get owned. Cool. I'm making that a one-line. That the worst one-liner in the entire game, but it's funny, so I keep it around. Bandit, Goblin prefab, Ranger prefab, Agent. The Agent, I think I made like a little bit of refactoring. I think we're good here. Fix enemy jitters. Let's make an issue for that because I want to get 2 issues out of this one. Not actually, but like I kind of did. That's 2 issues worth of work. But also there wasn't an issue for the jitter. Wait, I created this? Oh, no. Yeah, no, that is actually a bug that happens. That would be so hard to fix, though. I'm not going to do that until, like, after release. For the amount of, like, what you get out of that, like, what I'm going to get out of that, fixing that bug, versus the effort is, like, not worth it at all right now. I might have to try that, actually. That might be another one that I fixed today. Where was the flying backwards and moving left? Edit, enemy, jitter, and wrong direction, and facing wrong directions. Save. Edit, and then just delete that. Yes, I am retroactively fucking up your glitch request, or your glitch submission. Okay, let's just double check that we have everything figured out here. Attack enemy, center enemy, enemy, green slime, wolf. Okay. Alright, yeah. Push. Main. Okay, yeah. Alright, let me just merge this into the other branch. No, that's bad. That's bad. What happened here? Wolf dot prefab. Oh god. Okay, wolf. Attack idle wolf dot controller. Shit. Okay, wolf dot prefab. What is the deal? Incoming change. I'm gonna select the incoming change. Script. What if I just select all of the incoming changes? Does that work? I don't know. I don't know if that works. Let's find out. Let's find out if something is fundamentally broken about the wolf right now. It replaced the sound trigger manager thing. Believe it's yeah, well. Oh wait, it has to be like this. There we go. Yeah. Now what? Is this gonna work? Good. It's not a great sound effect, but at least it works. Problem solved. Cool. Epic merge, epic dub, epic merge, epic dub. Main, cool, great, awesome, epic dub, epic dub, epic dubski, dubski. Guys, this is a dubski, guys, this is a dubski. Okay. I know that I'm like trolling. No, I'm not actually making the progression systems right now, but like these are things that need to get done, so. No. Not my problem. No, just no, we're not doing that right now. I'm not validating that. Don't care, didn't ask. Revise enemy placement. Kier. That might actually... This is actually... I'm going to change this to high priority. Because that is actually super important that we get that done at some point here before we release. I was like, but like no, we need to have the rooms generate every single time. We can't have it ever mess up and not generate the forest. Revise enemy placement, not my problem. Sand clone did not despawn. I'll try that one, because why not? You could technically cause a memory leak. I mean, that is literally a memory leak with the sand. But you'd have to have thousands of sand, and I don't even know if that would be that big of a deal, because you go to the next area. Actually, no, because if the object lives in a different scene, then it would never go away. So yeah, I think that might actually be it, because you could potentially cause a memory leak with this. So, I don't want to do the key air thing right now, because I'm like, it's late. Look, it's late. It's 9:31 p.m. I'm gonna get off at 10. How long have I been streaming? 1 hour 51 minutes. Yeah, that's about right. I spent a lot of... I would have started streaming earlier, but I was working late. Like, I had a lot of stuff going on, so... Yeah. Did I only get 2 bugs done? Let me look at the commit log. Yeah, I did indeed just only fix 2 bugs in those 2 hours. That's not great. Let's fix the sand clone thing and then we'll be done. Actually, no. Let's also close this because this is stupid. If not, may I close this issue? Closing. The inventory has significantly. This area should. I'm just gonna close it because I don't care. Tab out, blah 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 blah. You can turn. This could still happen. Oh, this one is also like I need to put a priority on this one. This is medium. We definitely need to get that done before release because it's like it's not hard to fix, and well, maybe I could fix that right now. If you're online with the, well, no, I have to refresh this. Is there another bug that doesn't have a priority? Yeah, low. It's a low priority item. Label bug, real. They'll have a priority, that's cool. 65 bugs closed, eh? Look at all of this. Look at all of these things. Look at all of these things that are happening. Man, look at all of this stuff. So many different things. I mean, gosh, I can't even begin. I can't even begin. But yeah, I should probably get that sand clone things fixed because it's easy. Well, maybe not. Maybe I should fix the other thing. I don't know. I'm running out of bugs to fix, which is good. We want that to happen. We want the list of bugs to slowly shrink until there are no more bugs, until we start adding new stuff. Like trinkets and whatever. Then we'll have plenty of bugs, but you Um, I don't know what to do next. I guess I should do the sand clone thing. All I need to do is find that to get started. Where's the Yeah, there we go. Wait, I already have sand in the thing. I was wasting time for nothing. What am I doing? What am I even doing at this point? So yeah. They never despawn. They keep going and they never despawn. This could happen with every area of effect item. So I need to double check that this is actually like working. So what we would ideally want to do here is on collider, on trigger, update, apply effects timer, duration timer dot percent dot and then let's delete that, and then log. Then what? Just that, and we're good. Great, cool. Let's debug the timer completion percentages and see what we glean. See what we can glean. Oh wait, I know what's not working. There we go, that's what we want. I like that better. I think Sam worked on this one. I wonder if he's probably not available right now, because I know he's working all this week. You know, I'll update the sand particle effect to just be this one. So we'll just delete that. Yeah, I don't think that's used anywhere as far as I'm aware. What, baby? So now what? Paste component values, easy dub. Oh, that's small, dude. Okay, we need to scale this up then. Oh, 12. No, L. Okay, that's better. But we still need to, like, redo the polygon collider. Let's make this loop just for now. Just so we can kind of get an idea of what's going on here. Good, looks good to me. Yeah, root none game object. If Root. What the hell is an inuent? Huh. Weird. Dude, I love like looking up at myself on OBS and I'm like, I love that. It's so funny. I look so goofy. God. There we go. Problem solved. Don't know what that was about. Anyways, so I need to go check the other things that use an AoE real quick just to make sure that that works. Because I did fundamentally change what was going on. So, characters. No, we need to go to what? No, items. Yeah. Okay. Arrow. No. Boomerang. No. Bow. No. Clawhammer. No. Dagger. No. Dart. No. Dynamite. Yes. Dynamite explosion. Do you have the thing filled out? Yes, you do. Good job. Flail. No. Flaming arrow. Maybe. No. Flashlight, garden gnome, hatchet, health potion. Yeah, you have an AoE. You have the thing filled out. Yeah, you do. Good job. Health potion, hot coal, logging axe, pin, poison potion is another one. Thing filled out. You do. Good job. Sand. Sand I just did. Shuriken, slime, spear, sword, torch, tree branch, umbrella. Tree branch. Okay, whatever. Great. So you have it figured out. That was the only one that was missing it, and clearly that caused a bug. So, okay, great. So what we can do now. Time is it now? 9:45. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I can't solve another thing in 15 minutes. I don't think, or at least I don't feel like it. So, cool. We are now actually making a dent in the issue count, because for a while it's been at like 50 and 40, but now we're around like 32, which is we're getting a lot closer to being like good, which is great to see. I'm getting through that backlog finally. Okay, so I fixed 3 issues today. In like 2 hours. Sand clone was not being destroyed for some reason. When you threw a sand, it wouldn't remove it from the game. Fix enemy jitters. Enemies would jitter a lot. That was the most complicated one. I had to do a lot of debugging because it was just a buggy thing to make. It was just like it was kind of complicated. And then the enemy accuracy was like important as hell. Just like that just needed to happen. Tomorrow I'll probably also stream. That's probably also gonna happen. Key error, UI overlap, and what else? Might do the dynamite tooltip. I'm just closing some bugs that we haven't seen in a while. I've waited months on those, so I'm just like, whatever. That's definitely still a thing, but it's a Unity bug. Unity keys continue to be held when tabbed out. Um, no, that should still stay open. Jesus. Oh, bruh. I need to check that because I bet that's real. That's definitely real. Real. What are other bugs? This is a real one. Okay. I'm thinking we're good here, guys. I'm gonna see y'all later. I just went through the backlog of all the issues that we have that I don't think are relevant anymore, and I closed a bunch of them. Minimap, new items added to the hotbar, blah, 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 blah. So, the next step is obviously all of that other stuff. Fix some of those other important bugs. Then we do the progression stuff that I laid out earlier in the stream. And then we're good. So I'm going to start with the bug fixes tomorrow. I might just spend the rest of the day clearing out all the rest of the bugs so we can have 0 bugs in the issues. Which would be freaking amazing. That would be like the best thing ever. It would be amazing. Alright, I think that's going to do it for me. Bye, guys. For the people that tuned in, I appreciate it. No one's here right now, but who cares? I'm making my dream happen day by day. I didn't ping the whole server. Also, that's another thing. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.